Alright guys, we are back again with another speed test. Today we got the S24 Ultra versus the S20 Ultra. One of my favorite phones, doesn't get a ton of requests, but I wanted to go ahead and do this one because I just really like the S20 Ultra. It's very underrated for the price. You can pick it up at around like 200 bucks now. So we'll do the boot up test. 3, 2, 1. It seems like the older phones always like boot up, turn on first. Let's see what we get here. Of course, the Snapdragon model is on both of these phones, guys. This is AT&T locked. Boom. That's actually not that bad. It's pretty close. Alright, so let's get started here. Subway Surf. S24. It's a pretty decent gap. You do have a more, I've been saying this, the past few days. The display just looks different. The colors just are a lot more vibrant on the older panels to me. It's not to say the S24 looks bad. It might be actually more color accurate, but I have the vividness all the way up, but I still can never get it to look like this. Let's do Google Earth. Pretty much the same. Animations are still smooth. This got its last majorOS update, the S20, with, I think it was One UI 5. Alright. It seems like our basic applications are essentially the same. Our animations are still pretty good. And S20 Ultra, very underrated phone, guys. I really like this phone in used refurbished marketplace. It's big, it's comfortable, it's very cheap. I know a lot of people overseas really, like this phone. But the thing about this phone is that I have no clue about the Exynos model, guys. Can't really get my hands on it. Alright, so it seems like it's pretty much roughly the same here when it comes to opening up, applications. The scrolling is pretty smooth. Okay. Alright. S24, got it there. Got Jetpack. That was a weird animation. Yeah, you just see the screen looks, it doesn't look as vibrant. Okay. S20 Ultra still very smooth here. I'm a big fan of the Snapdragon processor, Snapdragon 865. It doesn't heat up. It's very efficient for an older processor. Again, roughly on the same with the S24, being just a little bit faster. Animations are still really smooth on here. Here are the Geekbench scores for you guys if you guys want to see and compare them. We'll check out some other benchmarks. Animations are pretty smooth, guys. Okay. Okay, it wasn't as smooth right there. Yeah, it's not as smooth coming out that game. Angry Birds. So I would say overall, even with the One UI 7 beta, I would still say like you do see an animation improvement for sure. But like I said, it's very hard to tell the difference with One UI 6.1. Versus One UI 7. Like I said, it's still in beta, but I really don't think it can really get that much smoother. It was really smooth with One UI 6.1. Because I always see these comparisons that One UI is needs to be as smooth as iOS, when One UI feels smoother than iOS. It feels faster. So that's always been a weird thing I see on YouTube. Alright, YouTube. Again, guys, not that big of a difference. But I will say, yeah, the animations are definitely improved for sure. Instagram. Okay. And I do want to go ahead and try the RAM management. And we got a reload on Subway Surf. Wow. Okay, another. I don't. Yeah, that looked like a reload. I have to play that back. Another reload. So it kicked a lot of applications out. And this is probably this is why software plays like a big part, because I think if this was one of the, oh, well, I kept that open. So far, pretty good. It restarted that. So it looks like the S20 restarted quite a bit. Still kept this open. Okay. Still kept Angry Birds open, so not too bad. Kicked out a few applications, but you guys can definitely see that improvement there. Alright, we got PUBG here. Let's launch that. Now, as far as the overall speed when it comes to gaming, and I would basically break it down like, you actually do have a benefit with the S20 Ultra as far as it having SD card support, guys. So if you do download a lot of content, play a lot of games, you're not stuck with the 512 gigs, for instance. In this one, you can, put a lot of storage in here with the SD card support. So that's always a nice thing. And again, you can swap SD cards out and stuff like that. So it's something that I think is pretty cool that I think they gave up prematurely. But as far as your graphics and everything, yes, the S24 is going to have the 120 frames. It's going to feel faster, but you can still game, again, at a very good, FPS on PUBG, Call of Duty, basically whatever game you want to play. It's going to do a pretty good job on the S20 Ultra still. It's able to play at the 90 frames currently. So yeah, if you're not like an extreme mobile gamer, you won't really feel the difference. Well, you'll feel the difference between 120 and 90, but if you're just someone who comes in here and plays a couple matches, or even if you are competitive, playing at 90 frames is still pretty good, especially for the price that you're spending. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think. Alright, so we're going to be exporting a 4K 60 video. This is a 1-minute video. So let's see how the Snapdragon 865 keeps up. 3, 2, 1. Alright, not too bad. But you'll probably be able, like I said, if you are kind of more of a power user, you edit on your phone and stuff like that, the videos are longer, you'll kind of feel the difference a little bit here, for sure. But this is not actually too bad of a gap. Well, yeah. Let's see. Okay, that was 33 seconds. Okay, that was 45 seconds. That's actually not too bad, but you do see a difference there for sure. So also one thing that I noticed is that we do get to max out the wildlife test on here, as we can see on the S24. And you can see we get 22.58 frames on the S20 Ultra here. And you can see it still remains pretty cool. Of course, the S24 is going to be the slightly cooler device here. But you can see 56 to 132 frames, 11 to 28. So it is a big frame rate boost when you really push the phone. But like I said, you have to really push this, you have to really push the phone here to be able to take advantage of the actual upgrade. Most people, they're not gonna really push their phone there if you're not like a gamer or doing stuff like editing, stuff like that. You're not gonna really take advantage of that. One thing that I've been very impressed with the S24 is to be able to take pictures really fast. So it's almost instant, as you guys can see. There's like a little bit of delay with like the older phones, but with the S24 it is like, almost instant. And we saw that with the S21 Ultra, and I'll do the S22 for you guys. I know a lot of you want to see that, but yeah, so overall I think that the S20 is a fantastic device. It's still able to keep up. The RAM management wasn't that great, but this is not on the latest software it's supposed to be on, so remember that definitely will help. So I would say overall it's still very smooth. You're still able to play games really well. So let me know what you guys think. Would you buy an S20 Ultra? Do you guys have one? Be sure to let me know, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.